Jacob, can I get on your game? Can I look at YouTube?
Huh?
Can I look at YouTube?
No.
Full attention first. It was written by one Anna Patience Buckner in 1903, and in it, she talks about living in hardship with overly religious and abusive parents. Only Patience Buckner had a black dad. But she didn't, so Patience wound up with a hacked-off arm courtesy of her father, meaning she was barely able to finish writing down a passage in Latin that she said would restore her family's spirit. There's some debate as to whether or not Dana should read the passage.
Do not read the Latin.
But the whispers went out, and she says the words. Out in the woods, unbeknownst to the kids, a few newly reanimated corpses begin digging themselves out of their graves, making their way towards the cabin.
We have a winner! It's the Buckners, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, the teens have just unwittingly picked their adversaries for the movie. It looks like the maintenance department won the word wait. If we could just pause for a minute and appreciate what we're looking at here, each one of the monsters on this whiteboard, from zombies and clowns to snowmen and unicorns, could have become the enemies of our victims in the cabin, depending on which item they activate. So you can imagine the characters in, say, Jack Frost somehow activating the snowman monster and thus having to fight his annoying ass. Since Dana read from the Buckner diary, he and the others are going to have to deal with the redneck torture zombie family. And don't get them mistaken with run-of-the-mill zombies. They're a very specific breed.
What's the difference between an elephant and an elephant?
downstairs and their own director above. Wendy stresses to them that they're humanity's last hope to keep the ancients from rising. But right now, they can't talk. The kids are busting ass out of there. Thankfully for the technician, Sitterson runs down to the demolitions department and successfully blows up the tunnel, which causes a cave-in that sends the RV right back from whence it came. They find themselves trapped on the wrong side of the ravine, but Kurt the Daredevil thinks he can jump it on his butt. He delivers a passionate hero speech.
Coming back with cops, choppers, and large fucking guns, those things are gonna pay.
Gives the jump his all. You know what? I think that guy might actually make it. No fucking way was he gonna make it, dog. Don't you all remember that bird? It was a valiant but ultimately futile effort. And all it accomplished was giving the guys downstairs some more blood. Dana and Holden head back in the RV, but they barely touch the gas pedal when Holden gets stabbed through the neck. Damn! I guess Father Buckner was stowing away in the RV. Always check those back seats, kid. The RV crashes into a lake, and as Dana makes her way out and up to the surface, the technicians start to celebrate. Because they won! Mission accomplished! It's okay if the virgin of the group lives. After all, the final girl often does. She just had to have suffered and outlived all the others. As Hadley watches Dana swing to safety, he begins to realize that he's grown pretty damn fond of her.
Hold on. Pain.
Tequila is my lady! Never mind, it's tequila time! Clear the bar and get Pee-wee some platform shoes. As Dana is attacked by Matthew Buckner, the biggest and scariest redneck torture zombie, the technicians impassively celebrate their success, no longer concerned with her fate. It's some splendid dark comedy how banal their office party is. In fact, the control room in Cabin was based on Drew Goddard's upbringing in Los Alamos, New Mexico, where the Manhattan Project took place. The people working here were meant to be like the people who developed the atomic bomb. They were handling the enormous destructive power with an objective of keeping people safe.
The downstairs is very much influenced by what I saw every day, which is some of the smartest men and women in the world going about their lives in just the most simple and mundane way. So they were going to work every day to make weapons that would destroy the world.
Hadley's still a bit bummed that they had to rely on the Buckner.
It would have been cooler with a merman.
But he's about to get a whole lot more upset thanks to a scary red phone ring.
Turn the fucking music off.
It's the director upstairs who tells Hadley that one of the other kids is still alive. And if Dana gets killed before they do, why that's gonna result in an apocalyptic failure. She comes real close to getting killed by Matty Buckner until his attack gets thwarted by a telescopic bomb. Because Barney is still alive. I know. He and Dana get away from the redneck zombie, and he takes her down into the Buckner grave. It's where the Buckners came from, and where Marty had to chop up Judah Buckner with a trowel. It's also where Marty has discovered an elevator.
Somebody sent those dead fucks up here and get us.
With nowhere else to go, the siblings decide to take the elevator down. It begins its descent, and then moves along a few other axes until they come face to face with a werewolf. Mandar! When they change the channel, they get to a scary ghost fist, and further exploration of the cell movers killed a Langolier that became a ballerina, and Pinhead's older cousin found the lament configuration too square. Dana figures everything out with the excuse this dude's puzzle world.
Count. The next kid's probably died.
Yep, all these monsters correspond with the trinkets in the cellar, and also with the names on the whiteboard in the lab. For instance, Sawhead here is a hell wolf, and that ballerina is the sugar plum bear. Oh, and keep that angry molesting tree up there. That's another Evil Dead guy. Dana explodes in anger as their elevator is placed among an Indiana Jones archive of all the evil options they could have potentially chosen. Some of note, right off the bat, this Gravy Girls looking pair, and a cell with mutants that kind of look like the Tether. Prescient. This image of all these glass cube elevators is one of the coolest shots of the movie, and was also a total pain in the ass to do. Production designer Martin Wist had to design the cubes in a mathematical way that would allow them to realistically slide around and fit in with one another. Then, the digital effects team at Rhythm Infused Studio, led by Todd Shipman, used the AI software Massive, which generates 3D crowd effects, to make a sort of frame that kept each of the individual elevators aware of where the others were. The contents of the elevators were shot in front of green screen and filled with all the fantastical monsters production could come up with. They had boxes of various sizes that allowed them to do cool perspective stuff, like making a regular tall dude appear to be a giant.
There was a standing box on a set, and something was ready to pick up, and she looked at the zombie. They had a mini one, the bugs in there. Put my head in one, it floated for me some head.
Other monsters shot at these boxes, including an adorable little kid with a hatchet, some things that looked like they rolled in from Jabba's palace, and clan members. I mean, they did say they wanted monsters. With their subjects on their way out of Plato's cave, the technicians are freaking out. They stress to their security team that they have to take out Marty before Dana. Otherwise, the mission fails. Oh, and in case you want to know why Marty was immune to the chem team's efforts,
They've been smoking and immunizing him to all that shit.
hashtag legalizing. Their elevator stops and a guard tries to apprehend them, but he's thwarted by the zombie arm of the Buckner Marty dismembered. The kids bang the guy's head against the wall, then take off, leaving the zombie arm behind with a double tap at the elevator. As the siblings make their way through pristine hallways, the director's voice comes over a loudspeaker and tells them to stop fucking with the system.
What's happening to you is part of something bigger, something older than anything known.
She speaks in Lovecraftian terms and says they need to placate the ancient ones, or else there will be unworldly terror unleashed upon the earth. But Dana and Marty ain't buying it, and instead they head into a control room and hide. Under a hail of gunfire, Dana decides to fight fire with Nightmare and goes to evacuate the elevators full of monsters. Yeah, they're getting this party started, and let me tell you, I find it pretty funny that the button she's pushing right there says Purge on it, because that's exactly what I was reminded of while kill counting the rest of this movie. We start with the 11 security guards standing there as an army of monsters descends upon them, meaning they get killed by all sorts of things. Snakes, zombies, evil Autobots. It's a complete fucking mess. It was so much of a mess that, much like the boxes full of monsters, they needed a lot of digital pre-visualization to make it come together. Each individual kill was first created in its own digital layer to help make sense of its place against the chaos, then shot in front of green screen, most of them with practical effects, before they were finally all combined for this amazing and messy shot of murder. The rest of this movie is messy as fuck too, man, so please be lenient with me as I do my kill counting best. Because like here, man, a bunch of new guards find the zombies eating leftovers before the elevators dig open again, and then we got a whole bunch of off-screen mayhem that I can't count. Best I can do here is count this detached arm as a person, and this one dude who gets killed by an alien bug. Those two are pretty safe bets. There's a long shot of chaos in the hallways here, but I only see 6 confirmed kills, 5 background bodies, and this one dude who gets tossed into the jaws of a giant snake. Pretty cool. Wide shots of the control center bunker were filmed at the Institute of Technology Aerospace campus near Vancouver, which was actually a bigger space than they had planned for. That meant they had to fill the unexpected volume with digital creations like the giant snake. And that went against what Drew Goddard wanted at first.
We had a rule on Cabin, which was if you can do it practically without visual effects, then we're going to do it that way. And that's really the sort of rule that only you make if you're a first-time filmmaker, because it's so naive. Because you realize after you do it, the reason we have visual effects is because they make your life so much easier.
I really appreciate that Goddard and his crew worked to make as many effects practical as they could. The effects were headed by David Leroy Anderson at AFX Studios, which also did the effects for Pet Sematary, back when the company was run by David's dad, Lance. Lance was around to help out for Chapman, as was David's wife, Heather Langenkamp Anderson, who of course was Nancy freaking Thompson in the Nightmare on Elm Street series. She's also pretty good at escape rooms, I must say. The Andersons only had 6 to 8 weeks to make all these impressive monster effects, and they probably wouldn't have been able to do it without Warner Brothers giving them a 6,000 square foot workshop in Burbank to use. There, they worked with a crew of about 60 that included mold makers, illustrators, sculptors, you name it, to build as many non-humanoidal forms that they could come up with and ship them from LA to Vancouver. It was a mammoth undertaking that Dave Anderson believes is unlikely to be repeated.
It will never happen again. It will never happen in this town again. This was like under one roof bringing together 10 small shops.
Then, when they were finally on set in Canada, they used over 200 gallons of blood for the film. Because boy, does Drew Goddard like it bloody.
Hey, Dave, we need a big bag of guts.
The carnage continues, and security cameras is shown in a montage and on screens in the background of the control room. This mayhem was I'll count in just a minute, was written into the script as a single sentence. There is chaos on every screen.
It's an easy movie. They all have to do one story day, one big change. So I'm reading through the script, and all of a sudden, literally, there's chaos on every screen.
I can't say often enough what a terrible idea it was to write the line, "There is chaos on every screen." We've had more problems with this, just that one sentence, than anything else in the movie.
Well, you know what? I'm glad these kills were as difficult for them to shoot as they were for me and Zoran to count. Well, we did it! We came up with 19 visible victims. The most prominent among them, a woman shooting herself. There's also a dude getting killed by the molesting tree, a guy getting suffocated with a bat, one dude on fire thanks to those grody Grady gals, a man getting his face melted by mutant spit-up, a woman and a man being eaten by zombies, a guy just lying there dead, 5 people tied up, doused in gasoline, and lit on fire by those strangers killers, 5 more people dead thanks to the sugar plum fairy girl dancing around their corpses, and finally, we see someone's severed pelvic bone held like a trophy by some goblins in a golf cart. The behind-the-scenes footage of that last one is great, by the way. Also impressive here is that the screens in the background weren't pumped in during post-production. They actually shot all this footage and played it on the screens for real during production.
These screens, I do have this pretty simple. It's almost like when you go to it's like theater.
As the technicians' attempts to maintain control go from bad to worse, a bat dragon thing scares Marty and Dana out of their hiding spot, and Marty lands himself a huge bird. But I'm not putting any of the monsters on the kill count. You can at least give me that, you ungrateful bastards. I will count this one scientist who gets knocked through the wall by the bat dragon thing, and the security guard crawling away in the background there. He's as good as there. The siblings make a judgment call to escape through the bat dragon's hole in the wall, and that decision makes them likely that 5 more employees were killed in a legal montage. The first is from a werewolf, the second is from a clown, the third is a dead background body, the fourth is this guard whose bullets don't do shit to stop the clown's stab attack, and the fifth, my favorite, is this dude who is stabbed to death by a unicorn. Fuck yeah! The main technicians find themselves schooling breach, and Truman is the first to go down, swarmed by a bunch of scary scarecrows who stab him all to hell until he activates a frickin' explosive and blows them all away. The explosion knocks Hadley silly, and in his near-death delirium, he sees the most beautiful creature in the entire world crawling towards him. Look, Hadley, they're finally part of your world. Oh, come on! And dude, Citizen was not lying. These things are messy as all hell. Gotta love it. The merman, like many of the effects, was entirely practical, and is Heather Langenkamp's favorite effect she's ever worked on, as she told me this year at Nexus Frightmare.
I really liked it. How simple and not over the top it was. It was perfect for where it was
Right out of the
played.
glow hole, what it was about.
I didn't
He
think
said, "Oh,
Yeah,
come
I guess
on."
not, compared to what it could have been. Looks like they only used the very end of this blood dive. Which, you know, is probably the right call. Sanderson opens the hatchery finally, but Wendy's unable to join him on account of being a little tentacle tied all of a sudden. So he continues on his own, runs through the Aztec level from GoldenEye until he's stabbed in the gut by Dana! Dun dun dun! He realizes who she is and begs her to kill her brother before he slides down against the wall and dies. Come on, Dana, kill your brother! It was the man's dying wish. She and Marty make their way deeper and find the bloodograms on the wall that represent them and all their friends. Can someone please tell them what the hell these mean and where the hell they are right now? Oh good, Sigourney Weaver. Yeah, Ripley's the director, and she showed and needed attendance, they did strive to write a script that was both rewarding to hardcore horror fans and accessible to people who had never seen a scary movie before.
I don't think you can set out to subvert a genre. I think you have to set out to embrace the genre and try to do something new. And at the end of the day, that's what we did with Gotham. We were just trying to do something new, and yet at the same time give all our kills that it's done for us. And I'm very proud of that.
It also gave Goddard the chance to be a director for the first time, instead of just the screenwriter, who often doesn't get a lot of say on set. He didn't take that opportunity for granted.
I treated directing still as though I will never be able to direct again, and approached me with that mentality. If I will never be able to direct again, let's get everything I've ever wanted to do in this one movie.
That's probably why he was so hands-on during production, down to showing that messy merman exactly how he should move. In my opinion, his work paid off. I think this movie's a masterpiece. There are only 8 minutes left for Marty to die so the ritual can be fulfilled. If it's not, every human being on Earth will be tortured and killed. It will be the literal end of the world. Marty's unfazed by the threat, but it looks like the director's words have worked on Dana. I mean, sorry, bro, but you know how the song goes.
Is in your hands.
Before Dana can pull the trigger, a werewolf appears and pounds on her shoulder. And I'm not sure if that was originally in the script or just added for Sigourney Weaver's sake, because apparently she was fucking pumped about that werewolf.
I've never seen anyone more excited about working with a werewolf than Sigourney Weaver. She would ask every day, is the werewolf going to be here? When is the werewolf showing up? Can I please get a picture taken with the werewolf?
As the Wolfman eats into Dana's neck, Marty beats the director in a fight for the gun, which he then uses to shoot the werewolf away. The director doesn't give up on her mission, though, and she's super about to save the whole world when Patience Buckner appears and puts an axe in the back of her head. Oh yeah, that'll do it. And she definitely ain't coming back from wherever Marty kicks her down into. Marty takes a seat next to his critically injured sister, and the two of them have a heart-to-heart.
I'm sorry I almost shot you.
Sorry I let you get attacked by a werewolf and then I took a walk.
And I'ma just have these two to the count right now as they sit there and share a last J, because they about to go out, courtesy of this movie's ultimate villain.
Giant evil god.
Then, yeah man, as the siblings hold hands, the world around them begins to fall apart, and the movie ends with a giant hand reaching out of the earth to begin enacting horrors unknown. This final shot, in keeping with the spirit of the movie, was done with as many practical effects as possible. A team at Grant McEwen Design builds miniature trees using a whole bunch of science I can't even begin to explain.
So we employed carbon fiber cores and wrapped it with multiple layers of flexible polyethylene, polyurethane foam, and skinned it with latex.
They filmed those trees falling in front of a blue screen, which they also did with dusted dirt particles that would be too difficult to render digitally.
Random kinetic motion of real three-dimensional moving objects is almost impossible to do with a computer, because computers work in mathematical curves and ellipses. Nature's not like that.
They then combined those blue screen shots with a crane shot of the woods in Vancouver and some digital additions like the cabin and obviously the hand to give us this memorable depiction of the end of the world. But I can't count the whole world on the kill count. I don't know what you expected. That's impossible for me to do. So let's see how many kills there were besides that and get to the numbers. Oh, song water! Marty! Aside from the nearly 7 billion people who presumably died when the Ancient Ones ended the world, I saw 56 deaths in Cabin in the Woods. From what I could tell, there were 8 women, 42 men, and 6 victims of indeterminate gender, giving us a mixed pie for the Ancient Ones to try. Goes down easier than a whole planet, I'll tell you what. For the runtime of 95 minutes, we had a kill on average every 1.7 minutes. That's a whirlwind. I'll give the golden chainsaw for being still to the unicorn guy. I know Hadley being killed by a merman is great and all, but this dude was stabbed to death by a freaking gosh darn unicorn. Are you kidding me? I love it. Don't machete for layman's skill, we'll go to Sitter's. You got a single stab to the chest. Sitter down there, son. And that's it. The Cabin in the Woods premiered in 2012.
What I'm saying, I try to go crazy.
Every fan of the genre can see. I've got one more kill count left for you this year, because on New Year's Eve, we're tackling society. But until then, I'm James Anthony. It's been the kill count. Thanks a lot for watching this Kill Count. I want to thank some patrons like Cleo Foster, JLP Animation, Jackie Rosbach, Rick Axe, Corey Carson.
I'm trying to go crazy, you bully.
Cabin in the Woods, obviously. Even though I'm not a big fan of Josh Lucas' other stuff. What do you think of Cabin? Is it a landmark masterpiece or is it so
They go crazy.
Happy Thanksgiving and welcome to the Kill Count, you bunch of turkeys, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm Dave Davies, and today we're looking at Home Sweet Home, 1981 slasher, Glorious 4-3, that takes place during, you guessed it, Thanksgiving. And yeah, I would rather do this ultra low-budget slasher than Thanksgiving 3. I just can't bring myself to watch 90 minutes of whatever the fuck this is. Crazy. And I would just be watching it. Then I'd have to write a script, edit, one unhappy filter underneath. That's what I'm saying. So instead, I'm going to cover something that's still pretty bad. Just not, you know, this. Like I said, this is a two-street budget slasher. So there's not a lot of meat on these Home Sweet bones, but it's still got some earnest charm to it. And hey, the killer is played by Jay Steinfeld, the fitness icon behind Body by Game, who also co-founded the first professional field cross MLL. Oh, and hold on, Editor Doran wants to include some other Jay Steinfeld facts, like, he was Harrison Ford's personal trainer, Indiana Jones sequels, the Cabin, Eddie Murphy's Coming to America. He had a 4-season set called Big Brother James, where his character raised foster kids, and he uncle to Haley Steinfeld. Thanks, Doran. Too bad Mr. Steinfeld doesn't like talking about his involvement with this. Although, you know what, I get it. Home Sweet Home was directed by Debbie Pena and remains her only feature-length directing credit. She didn't really work in the film industry much, other than this movie, a 1978 porn parody called Dracula Sucks, and a 2009 anti-wind power industry documentary called They're Not Green. But more interesting than any of that is that as a film student at UCLA, Pena captured the earliest live recording of The Doors and The London Fog in 1966. Fine. Alright, Big Brother Jake probably wants to get some protein in and eat this turkey dinner. So let's get to the kills. The movie begins with a dude drinking beer in the station wagon.
Hey, you want a beer?
Beer is empty carbs, you idiot! This nameless first victim gets strangled to death by the biggest, meatiest hands you've ever had wrapped around your neck. Unless maybe your name is Carol, or Cristal. Those meat hands belong to a, quote, armed and dangerous escaped mental patient by the name of Jay Jones. The radio tells us that he's 6'3", was committed after killing his parents. Oh, and also, he loved that angel dust. We get a kind of sort of...
Yes, sir. I know. I knew it. I should have been doing that. 280. Let's go.
The opening credits. The driving through opening credits is boring. And what we really need to
I know.
be excited.
You have to look at what you want to look at.
Yep.
That is the best YouTube to look at. Why are you eating? That's the best YouTube to look at. Why are you eating?
Well, it's not.
Who? Corey Kinsey won.
Yeah, he is, but that me. This one.
Why?
Because
He's nasty. Like that means some people getting killed.
no, it's not only like depending on which one you're watching, how gory it is.
Okay.
Like you know that one last night I told you was weird. Just imagine yourself eating.
No, but I was
just
eating when I was looking at that.
No, well you probably wasn't eating the right thing. Just imagine yourself eating freaking mashed potatoes while they goopy and stuff.
Gooey?
Yeah, while they was stretching apart, and then he stuck his finger in his, and it came out his mouth. Then their mouths was making some stretchy type of face. Imagine yourself eating noodles while you was looking at that.
Oh, I can do that easily.
It's just disgusting.
Nah, it's just that I know not to throw up. Cause I like to do it. Yep. I forgot I'm streaming back. Oh, what's up, Dason? I just made a new build. I made a 283 level facilitator. I'm gonna get some VC on my slasher, and then I'm gonna then I'm spend VC on that player. I'm gonna invite you to my party if you want.
I love this character. He's so fun, so challenging to use. And now that he doesn't get killed in like 3 hits, I definitely have a lot of fun. I didn't pay attention. Is this without limitations? Like our levels activated in this? I don't know. I didn't see him going up against the CAC. He's trying to look a little vicious right now. But hopefully, I can do to this Super Saiyan what the Cell June just did. Do a couple of the Super Saiyans where the Cell hits spell.
No. Ooh.
I wanted a perfect.
Alright, hello?
I wanted a perfect one.
Hold on.
A quick little square triangle action. I see you. Yeet. No, we got those, We got those,
Alright, yo.
We got, Becky, I mean it.
Do you hear me?
Man, it's big scary. After image. Oh, I messed up the stamina break. Why are you guard spamming? I am a Cell Junior, Hey. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know what?
Yo, Nadia.
Sad boy hours.
Alright,
Oh man, he might get a comeback. Okay, deactivated limit burst though. So we don't have to worry about that. Yo, filthy hands off me.
So you did something so I can do it. That's stupid.
No, I'm good.
You gotta get something done first never.
Nice aim.
What's up, man?
Nice aim, stupid! I'm getting all that health back,
Just
bud.
broke that man. Ain't got broke. Okay.
No. Oh, okay. I thought it said he quit, but somebody else just joined. I hope he doesn't kick him out, because you don't know how endless match works, because, again, like, I don't think I've really played it too often on my channel, but if you win, you stay on top, and then the next person on the list gets the fight. So,
Good defense.
Alright, so, Mega Burst. He's got some TP under his belt, but I'm still going to use the Cell Junior.
No.
Yep.
Why I get to pick the map? Alright, I guess I should go to home turf. Shouldn't I? I'm gonna go to home turf. Megaversal. Another Saiyan CAC. Alright, let's see if we can get another dub with the Cell Junior. Yeet. Do not fear me, boy. Yeet. That purple will do it. Do not fear me, boy. It's okay. It's alright. It's gonna be okay. Megaverse. Oh, Megaverse. Uh-oh. Do not fear me, boy. Oh, I used after image on accident. Yeah, don't turn into a Super Saiyan. I'm ready for it.
Jesus, that was early? For some reason, I don't see.
You gotta tell somebody what food you eat. You keep going. That was my next time. I was gonna tell him to give me your address. Probably.
Alright, let's go.
Has anybody ever stepped away?
Not a still, but
I might have to use the limit burst. I ain't even gonna lie. Why did you vanish? Oh, it's close.
hey,
Okay.
hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm going to use the limit burst. Have you hit the light?
Bro, I got a new build called 283 level facilitator. It got 6
I
finishes.
got a two-way scoring machine.
Two-way scoring machine.
He does everything.
I'm trying to give a VC right now.
You gonna make sure you have to make a two-way scoring machine?
Nah, I'll go with the build I got right now. Two-way, I can still dunk, I can shoot, I can play make with 11 playmaking. 6'5", 19 Hall of Fame defense. Huh?
All around two-way.
Huh?
Okay, I'll take that class.
How do you make a all-around two-way?
I don't know. I think you gotta just pick the green and defense. Then just make it like balanced, like make it real balanced. Then try to like make it like 6 foot. I think 6'1" or 6 foot. Then I think that's how you make it. Then you can do everything. I think everything.
Hey, I didn't even think that would work. I tried it last second. Vaughn. You Vaughn. Oh, come on, brother. Oh, no, I'm in trouble. Ah!
Please blue in the court.
Yeah, I have to. I don't have enough help. I don't have enough help.
I guess I
Ow.
I can't let them. I mean, he can cancel slightly late, but I can't let them slightly late.
And I got. Would you choose sharpshooting takeover or lockdown takeover?
What type of deal?
Huh?
What type of deal?
2 or 3 level facilitator. I'm finna invite you to this party. Snag God invited me to a party, alright?
Okay, what's his?
70 something. No, it's like 80 something. I'm gonna invite you to this party, okay? Snag God invited me to a party. I'm finna invite you. Yeah, it got 19 Hall of Fame. I'm finna invite you to a party. Yeah, we pay. Yeah, we pay. Alright, invite him. Invite Nardi. Chicken noodle soup. I'm in my crew right now. I'm trying to get my VC so I can upgrade a new build. 280 level facilitated. Yeah. You know I'm still gonna be cooking people, right? I made a new build. What's up, Nardi? You back? Big whites. I'm finna hit Superstar 3. I'm at 93%. What's up? Full metal. Full metal. Yeah. Oh, come here. Oh, I'll stop. Whoa. What just happened? Yeah, we paid. Yeah, we paid. Oh, I have 18 points for my whole team. That's 20. I'm doing horrible. I just spin off him and jump on the center. I wasn't a fool spinning your shooting. Hello.
I could capitalize on that way more.
I'm gonna.
Uh-oh.
Snatch block. Give me that, boy. Pass me the ball, man. Oh, yeah. I'm going baseline. Psych. Yep. Baseline. I need like 2,000 VC. That's what I need. I could probably put it on All-Star. And I can get like 1.2 times VC. You know, man. Yeah. Whatever you can get, man. Lay. Give me that board. Free boards, man.
Okay, take some hits.
Get my energy. Go baseline. Lay. So easy. What you playing?
Okay, Flash. I want the 4-0 sweep.
Huh? Nocturnal.
Oh, I thought you were going to vanish for sure.
You should have said Nocturnal. You say Nocturnal? You say Nocturnal? Oh, my career. Well, what's my career? Oh yeah, I am playing my career. My bad. Who's calling my?
Tell me why, you know, like, how you went to sleep, right? I turned both my games off. Then I got bored of my phone. I went to turn my game. I went to get daddy controller. No, I got that controller because I didn't feel like going back in there. I turned the game on. And I have to get jump scare on the jump scare while you did me. I said, woo, what's that? And it ended up being a jump scare because you had power. You didn't power it off. Yeah, rest mode. And I turned it on. It was a jump scare. I said, ooh.
Oh, because you forgot this controller was connected to this one?
No, I had plugged it up. It's just that as soon as I turned it on and signed into the account, I had junk.
Oh, so it was stuck.
Yeah. No, you know how it just pauses while.
Oh yeah, but when you start moving it or whatever, it'll start.
It did the moment the game. I automatically was on YouTube, and the moment I turned the game on, it was a jump scare. It was that much fun. I said,
I don't know how to laugh, so that's why I look like that. Jeezy. You probably play for the probably play for the Kings. You play for the Kings? Huh? You play for the Knights? The Knights. The Knights. The Knights. No, but you play for the Mavericks. Dallas.
You know that big thing that's around the Magic Stick Point?
Bro, I don't live in Dallas. I live in like Los Angeles, bro. I live in LA. I moved to LA.
There could literally be an event happening at that moment and the news report will not tell you. Just tell you what,
Life is good.
that active event, doesn't tell you about any upcoming events. No. You want to find out any details about the
I think the only thing that sucks in that game is Luka Doncic. How you say? At least I'm not saying Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic. Because of you are good. Like they don't want the good. Like they always give the good players like late and earlys and stuff. Like why are you yelling? 43 to 28. Bro, I have 24 points, bro. Why would we double team here? Hey, look, stutter step. Oh, behind the back. Oh, counter. Oh, hop jumper. Oh, snatch. Step back. Green. Freak, man. Oh. I want to buy a speaker. Good block, AD. That's why you suck, AD. I mean, green. Why not let it fly? I'm so good. He missed. Pass it down. Whoever you are, you nobody player. Oh yeah, crossover. Step back. Green. Green. Let's go. 51%. And get the ball. Every time I get the ball, you reach it. Every time I get the ball, you reach it. Hey. Oh. High jumper. Oh. Step back. Shot. You guard your man? Like, dang, bro. Wow, isn't that you? You have no hairline, and you're fat, and you can't make a 3-point for your life? I guess so, man. Nothing. No. Oh, cross, snatch, blow by, hop step. Hey! I just dunked on the whole team, bro. I just dunked on the whole team. Look at me, hold on. I dunked on the whole team. Look at me, bro. Look at me cooking up, bro. I dunked on the whole team. Hop step. Yay! I just dunked on 3 people, bro. I just dunked on 3 people, bro. Hey, relax, bro. It's my career. But y'all, Nardi, do y'all see when the prelude is gonna come out?
It's probably gonna be coming out on Mama Day.
But give me the ball. You said when? Right. Huh? Let's go. Hold on. Give me that. What the?
I repeat, the one that Babu uses in the doesn't have that move. Oh, do you want to?
Oh, shoot the ball. Y'all gonna lose, bruh. Y'all still have 28 points, bruh. Y'all gonna lose. Y'all got 30 now. Alright. That was a 3, bruh. I could swear you were right here. Uh-huh. Come here. Come here. Oh my god. I just murked that man. I broke that man. Green. That's not a steal, bro. I slap you on your nose, bro. I punch you in your face. Oh, nah. Give me that badge. I'm on fire. I'm burning high. I'm feeling good. No, I'm fine. Oh, yeah. Come here. Come here. Come here, you nobody player. They get that done. Bruh. Yo. Wait, Dason, are you in my stream? You just see what I did to that man? Say goodbye, bruh. Bro, if I don't get like 1,000 VC from that, bruh, look what I did, bruh. Look what I did, bruh. Look at me. Oh yeah. Oh, broke him. Hey, blow by him. Get dunked on, and you fell, fool. Think about what you did on that floor. Don't ever come to my paint. Oh my God. Look. Stop playing with me. Hey, I swear, the best Pierce slasher on this game. Bro, stop screaming in the mic. What are you doing, kid? Screaming in the mic. Stop screaming. You're doing too much. You're screaming. You're screaming. You're doing too much. You're running to K's son. Shut up. You're crazy. Huh? What the?
Yeah. I'ma find you and I'ma cut you, bro. You screaming into the mic too much. Stop. Stop. Hey, mute me right quick. Dason and whatchamacallit.
I bet. I'm not muting you.
No, you can mute them yourself.
Nah, don't mute me. Don't mute me.
No, mute me, cause I'm about to get
I want to see what you're gonna say. I want to see what you're about to do.
Turn your mic down.
I bet.
You ready?
Yeah.
I forgot your name. Oh, Keon. You funny. It hurts.
Bro, stop. Oh my God, you're annoying.
I'm done. Could you tell Dason I'm done yelling?
Keon. He said he done. Come here.
I'm trying to tell you.
Alright, stop yelling in the mic, bro. I can hack into your credit card and spend all your money. No. I wish I could do that. It's just somebody just saying, what? That's all it is. Bro, you didn't have to do that in a mic. Are you sure? Or your mic, is your mic trash?
Yeah, you might gotta be so fast that it's fine.
Okay, then turn your mic down.
You need to. Darn, bro, you doing too much. Yeah. Or mute yourself. Or mute yourself. Or mute yourself. Yeah.
Man, shoot the ball, lady. What?
Oh my god.
No, I don't care anymore. I just don't care.
I'm not gonna
play my game. I'm just gonna play my game. Oh, no matter what happens, bro, I have to get this money. This VC, bro. Always about VC. I have Twizzlers in my head, bro. Twizzlers. 3 seconds stuff in a phone. It's phone. Man, shut up before I hit you with this phone. I'm right at the dough. 16K? I got 16K.
That's not 16K.
Shut up before I hit you with this phone. Hit it with a dough. Put your man. I'm gonna punch you in your nose. You keep talking. Keep talking, I'm gonna punch you in your nose.
Dragon Ball Universe 2 was a huge step from Dragon Ball Universe 1 when you consider all the changes from adding a new hub world to actually changing a bunch of the core mechanics like adding stamina breaks, etc. So we can only hope that with Dragon Ball Universe 3 we get an even bigger step from Xenoverse 2. Instead of doing a ridiculous, kind of pointless introduction for this video, let's just jump right in on 10 things Dragon Ball Universe 3. These are not important, by the way. Number 1, more customization. Now this one is pretty awesome. What separates Dragon Ball Xenoverse from a lot of other Dragon Ball games, almost every other Dragon Ball game with the exception of Ultimate Tenkaichi, is being able to customize, creating your own character in a unique world, taking them to the story. Now in comparison to other Dragon Ball games, again, Ultimate Tenkaichi, we have a lot more customization options with our custom created characters. However, compared to other games which allow you to create your own character, it's kind of underwhelming if you really think about it. So with that said, some of the ideas I had for more customization are as follows. There's the obvious things like more races, like maybe an Android race, etc. And then after you select your race, I think we need a lot more hairstyles, body type stuff. In a very simple way, once you select a hairstyle, just allow people to adjust certain features of that hairstyle. Like, okay, for example, if you choose the Gohan hair with the bang out, right? What if you just wanted to take away the bang, you know? What if you wanted that Gohan hair just to be a little bit bigger? Or you, I don't know, choose a different hairstyle, like a Trunks hairstyle, or the ponytail, or whatever it is.
I'm finna have my stream.
Being able to adjust certain features